Hello, guys, and welcome back to Ashley Main Makes. So today I am continuing on with the Lizabeth Raglan blouse, and just check that everything up. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Right away, we got a subscriber. Woot woot! Thank you, guys. Here, let me get rid of this here. Um, but thank you all for joining me again. Oh, I'm caught. Great way to start the stream. Great. um, but yeah, anyway, today we are continuing on with the Lizabeth Raglan top. If you weren't here last week, no big deal. It was mostly prep work, so I thought it was a good idea to walk you guys through kind of how I would prep a garment. I don't often show it on stream, but I just thought it would be good because it's pretty much the same on all my projects. So if you'd like to see that, go back and watch the last stream if you're looking for more of me. But otherwise, we're going to get going. We're mostly working on construction today. But I will warn you, I am basically going off script here. I'm really not following Gertie's instructions. Might come back to bite me in the you-know-what, but I think this is probably my preferred method of doing it. So we're gonna continue on rolling with the Ashley method, and if it bites us in the butt, it bites us in the butt. But I had some issues with some of these techniques on the last garment I did, if you were here before I took my little break. So, but yeah. So I thought I would just. Oh, we're good. We're good. Stream's good. Stream's good. Okay. Sorry. Give me a flicker there for a second. I got really nervous. Uh, anyway, so we're just going to continue on with this today. As always, please say hello down below. I would really appreciate it. And please do tell me what you're working on. Tell me where you're from. I'd love to see where you're joining me from, as always. And let me know if you have any questions down below. I'll be keeping an eye on the chat, as always. Yeah. Oh, hey! Hey, Black Orion. Thanks for joining us. I'm so glad you made it on time. Yeah, no worries. No worries at all. I usually give a little bit of an intro just to get started, but usually have people trickle in a little bit. Looks like we've already got a few people on with us already tonight, so that's really great. I did want to tell you too, if you can't stay for the whole stream, I hope you do, but I hope you come and hang out with me. But I was gonna let you know I'm having Gwen hang on next week's live stream, and she's gonna be talking about her sewing journey, but also her new patterns with Mimi G's new line, Know Me. So I'm really, really excited about that. I haven't put it up yet, so this is the first you guys are hearing about it. But yeah, so Gwen is coming on the stream next week, so I'm really, really excited about that. So, but yeah, so if you can't stay the whole stream, no worries. But please do tune in next Sunday. I'm really excited about it. Oh, you just found my channel yesterday. Well, I'm so glad you could join us. You made some time to join us. I appreciate it. Hello, Pepsi Squirrel. Long Beach. Oh, excellent. I bet it's wonderful there. It's beautiful here in Texas today. Colorado. Yay. Yeah, Colorado is really nice too. Looks a lot like where I'm from, my hometown. All right. I have some LaCroix in my fancy cup here because it is a long stream and I talk a lot. Oh, and I've got things caught already. Hazards, man. Okay. So, basically, ooh, this is might have to do some ironing, guys. Did I grab my iron? Oh no. Hey, my lovely fiance, if you're watching the chat, would you be able to go grab my iron for me? Because we're working on linen and it's gonna be a problem. Already, I can tell. This is already a wiggly mess. So basically where we got to last week is I prepped all the seams and I added the darts. And then I've actually just sewn it into one long piece here. So it's This is the front with this weird ziggly collar piece hanging out. Sleeve, back, sleeve, and the sleeves have a little dart in them. And then front again. So again, different than Gertie's method, but I'm hoping this is going to give me a bit better result than that last knit dress I did. So, hey! Thank you guys! Just hopped on, staying high from Washington State. Excellent, excellent. Washington's beautiful. Yeah, I don't know if the cherry blossoms are still blooming, but hi from Texas. Thank you. Yeah, making dinner. Yeah, I know it's everybody's dinner time. All right. I don't know. Let me see. Might message him just to bring my iron because we're not going to be able to do without that. Every time I think I'm so prepared. To bring my iron. Okay. Hopefully he sees that. Alright, so to get started here, the only piece of prep I actually missed was to do some stay stitching along this neckline. So that's the first thing I gotta do here. And I don't know if I mentioned it either. This is some beautiful linen. Obviously, you can see how wrinkly it is, but some beautiful yarn dyed linen from Fabric Mart. So that's what we're working on today. Oh, it's very similar to what I have on too. I just thought I would wear it. This is the project from this week's main video. It's my Rita dress with the Cocalico skirt. So if you haven't seen this week's video, I did actually put out a main channel video this week on Friday. So if you haven't seen that yet, please go and watch it. I'd appreciate it. But very, very similar to the linen that I've got on. Oh, thank you so much. You becoming my sort of bleh. You have become my sewing motivation. Oh, I appreciate that. That's kind of what the idea behind these live streams is that, you know, we'd all kind of carve out some time to work on some sewing. You know, make sure, because that's everyone always says is like they have trouble making time for their sewing. So how was I pressing these here? I had just pressed this open. Hopefully he sees the message, otherwise I might have to BRB. Oh. Ah! Okay, sorry guys. Hold on. We BRB, it's right here in the sewing room. Hold on. Okay, sorry guys. I'm back. It was on the back of my door the whole time. Do I have water? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Sweet. I just give this a quick press before we get going, just because it's a bit of a mess. Turn my back on it for 1 minute. It's a wrinkly pile. Is anybody working on any interesting projects this evening? While I do this here. Just want to make sure all my seams are open flat here, so I can whip across them. And these little collar pieces, because that's our next step here. What I get for setting aside for a week. You know, I even like folded it nicely and it's still a mess. Sorry, guys. All right. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere with that. All right. Beautiful. Much better. And sure locked without even opening. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, what was I doing? Stay stitching. Have my nippers today, so that's always good. We're starting from a good place when we have the nippers. Working on a pair of Pietra pants after dinner, going with the side zipper hack. Yes. Excellent. I do love the Pietra pants. They're very nice. Alright. We in frame? You know, for how long I've been doing this, you'd think I'd know, but... Alright. So, to stay stitch, I'm probably going to set my... Excuse me, hurry. My stitch length a little bit longer. And... I'm going to just start right here, the clip. Now, one of the weird parts, kind of odd to me that she doesn't have you do this beforehand, and I nearly missed it. Because I would assume this is sort of a prep step, but she does it here at this point before you do the collar, so I am actually following instructions on this part. And my serger foot pedal out. It's all over the place today. We'll get into the groove here. Thank you for bearing with me, guys. Really shouldn't be sewing it right at 5/8 here. But a little bit less than 5/8. Hi, Lauren! Thanks for joining us. Lauren is my lovely friend and cheerleader and moderator, so if there's any issues... I think Adam's on the stream tonight too, so no big deal if you have to jet early. We actually had a bit of a girls' day here today, which was very nice. Enjoying being out in the sunshine somewhat. Till it got too hot, but you know, we're trying while it's slightly spring still in Texas. Before we roast alive. Alright. So, stay stitching accomplished. Actually, I might just do that at 5/8 just a little bit at this edge here, just as a marker for myself. Okay. Mess. Just hopped on! Working on using scraps, market bag with vintage embroidery pieces on it. Ooh, that sounds like a really good idea, actually. didn't really think about a market bag. That's a really good idea. Uh, What are you making, Black Orion? I missed it, I think. How hot is it in Texas? It was 90 Fahrenheit, I think, here, like later on this afternoon. It was nice this morning. But I think it got up to like 90 here today. So it's already getting hot. Just kind of sad, honestly. Sad to see the spring go. We went for a walk yesterday, and there was still a few bluebonnets out, which was really nice. But trying to get all our walking and outside time in while we can. It's almost like reverse winter. I always joke because it's like so hot you have to be inside. It snowed. Oh, that's gross. That sucks. Well, like I say, we're gonna be so hot here that we won't be able to go outside soon. So we're just enjoying it while it lasts. All right. So next step here is there's sort of these flippy flap things. It's kind of an odd way of doing it. So this corner actually becomes the fold back collar. So these flippy flap things become part of the back collar as well. So the first thing that has to happen is they have to get sewn together. My flippy flaps need to get sewn together. I'm going to pin these guys. Flippy flaps. Oh, a gypsy skirt. I think it's called that. Like, you mean like a tiered? Where are my pins? Guys. Oh, I guess we're using backup pins. I had all my stuff out in the living room because I was trying to iron and I just felt like I needed more space than my tiny sewing room here. My sewing room, meaning my sewing closet, but you know, makes it hard to have my whole big iron in here and everything. Gypsy skirt, like a tiered skirt. I feel like those are so in right now, those tiered skirts. I do kind of like them though, honestly. You can kind of put the tier wherever kind of suits you and your body type. Like, I think they're really flattering on most people. Right. Flippy flap. Flippy flaps. And a third time, probably unnecessary. Right. So this, do I have this the right way? Yes. Okay. This is a very much trust the process. So I feel like, oh, my stitch length on long still. Don't want that. Oh, not swearing on stream. That was close. Guys, we're not off to a brilliant start here. So I backtacked. This is a good learning life lesson here. I backtacked. Let's see if it'll come into focus. Maybe. I backtacked a little too close to the edge because I was trying to correct my long seam allowance, and it just caught and tucked the edge under and got caught. good to start a little bit in your garment, and if not, hold your tails. I clearly did not do either of those things. I'm gonna have to moderate you with the swearing. Yeah, that's probably more accurate, honestly. Apparently, they've lightened up on the whole swearing thing a little bit on YouTube, but I'm still trying to be good about it because apparently, even some older videos of people got taken out, so just to be on the safe side. Difficult not when you do stuff like that. Alright. I think we're close enough in the steam allowance that that's probably okay. Let me get rid of all this yucky stuff. Alright, let's try this again. One more time. One more time. Okay. Trying again. Take two. Up. Okay, back tag a little bit. Go forward. Alright. Not even in frame anymore, guys. Alright. Better. Flippy bits. One. Oh yeah, this should be real fun. I see what she's talking about. So this corner is the tricky part. Basically it's the corner where you have to turn the collar and everything is supposed to line up. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that. So I have to be able to do that. I probably have to press my seam in my floopy bit first, but should be interesting. We're going to see how this goes. I'm tardy, but I'm here and you're in frame. Awesome. See, there we go. We're all learning. It's nice to see you again, Rotten Ralph. Appreciate it. As always. What was I doing? Loopy bits. So this is the interfaced. Yeah, it's coming off a little bit. Maybe I should give it another. Anyway, these are the interfaced collar pieces here. So you can see how crazy of a shape this is. And just before stream, I forgot that I think it was this side was supposed to get surged. I just did both because you're gonna have a bit here too as well. So I just surged both. Just to be on the safe side, this linen is very loosely woven, so I definitely don't want any raw edges anywhere on this thing. So just did both just to be on the safe side. Oh, hi Elizabeth. No worries. I appreciate you being here. Oh, hi, Bass. You're new, right? Nice to see you, France. Excellent. What time is it there? It's got to be like either is it like really early in the morning there tomorrow? Like all right. All right. So let's pin these guys together here. I think this is the way. Pin that together. Yeah, sew to the corner, back tack, then lift the presser foot for the needle, then readjust the fabric and sew the rest. Yeah, that is the goal. You'll see when we get there. It's kind of a weird sandwich thing. I think it won't be an issue. I'm glad I'm doing it the way I'm doing it, but yikes. Yeah, no kidding, you're tired. Well, thank you for joining us. For everyone who popped in late, I'm sorry for everyone who was here earlier, but just so that I'm saying it again, just because people are here now. Um, I'll be having Gwen hang on the live stream next week, so I'm super uber excited. As you can probably tell, people that have already heard this message, but I just thought I'd say it again. She's going to be on the stream next weekend, so I'm really excited about that. She's talking about her sewing and everything, but also she has some new patterns out with No Me Patterns, which is Mimi G's new line. So I'm really excited to talk to her. She's actually like local here in Austin, so yeah, so I thought it'd be cool to have her on. Right. Thanks for checking in anyway. I appreciate it. And thanks for your lovely comments. Um so yeah. So next week that's what's going on. I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be sort of like when I had Serena on. Um but yeah, so we're gonna have some like questions and just a nice hangout. So I'm really pumped about that. I think that'll be really good. Excellent to have locals. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's nice to have locals. So I know you guys had some other suggestions last week of people that I should have on. Um, Honestly, we had so many technical difficulties when I had Serena's stream. I'm a little nervous, so and Gwen and I are friends, and she's like, I'm really excited about her new pattern, and she's been working so hard on it that I thought it would be nice to just have her on. We can do trial run part 2, and yeah, I don't see for any issues. I think I've worked out all the bugs, um, but yeah, I'm really excited about it. So it should be a fun stream next week. Something different than just listening to me babble the whole time. So, but yeah, like I say, I'm hoping to have a few other people on. We'll see. Oh, nice! Just got Gwen's last pattern. Can't wait to see what her next one is. Yeah, it's really cute. It's really 60s inspired. Gwen does a lot of retro stuff as well, so I thought it was a good fit. Um, that was a good fit for the stream because she does a lot of cute, like retro 60s inspired outfits. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna quickly get out the ironing stuff. Just quick again. Bear with me here, just so I can press those two flat. I want this sandwich to be as nice as possible. Sure, it's nice and flat. Nice and flat. Oh, or not. Or not nice and flat. Why is it doing that, guys? Being a jerk. Being a jerk. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Let me give these a quick press as well here where it's coming up at the edges a bit. Maybe I didn't get quite hot enough to melt the glue when I did this the other day. Happens. Happens. Oh, buried in cats momentarily. It's been raining, so they're stressed. Aw, poor guys. I love cats. I'm a very much a cat person. Well, maybe you could tell with my cat headphones, but press this weird flooby bit. Then we'll figure out how to connect it. You lay flat already. Okay, there we go. Okay, quick little press later. Right. Okay, so what we're doing here, so you can see I've got this. Hello! So, what I have to do is just match these up as well as I can. You can see there are some little marks here. I did these with some disappearing ink, so that'll wash out, or not disappearing, water soluble ink, so those will go away. But basically the goal is to line these up as best we can. Oh, also too, if my nails look a bit weird, I'm trying some matte top coat. I got some new nail polish, so I got this matte top coat to try. So, oh, I see why she says that. So, and I had to cut them down, so they're sad, short, stubby little nails because I broke a bunch of nails today. Sort of sad, but I have kind of weird nails today. But you know, again, trying something different. So I am going to throw a little few clips in here just to help this match up well. Right now it's not cooperating. Aww. I've always had rescue kitties. They're always the best, but they might be a little neurotic. But we love them, so. But yeah, I've always had rescue kitties too. They just sort of happen. I have. What did I get? I got for disappearing ink. So I've gotten these ones before. These Mark Begons. See if it'll. These are just from Joann's. They work okay. Then I got a whole big pack on Amazon of pens. I'll leave them down below after the stream, but I got a whole big pack of them. These ones actually work a little bit better because they're all water soluble ink, so I don't find they dry out as bad. But do you have trouble with them washing out, Ralph, or what's the issue? They're just not marking. I do find they dry out really fast. That is one thing that's annoying. So like I say, I got a big pack of them this last time. Just for my sanity. Nothing is more annoying to me than not having a marking pen. Alright. That might work a little bit better. Yeah, this one. This one goes to this seam. This one goes to this seam. Alright, that's working a bit better. Sorry guys, riveting content watching me pin. I feel like this is an important thing to get right though here with this whole sandwich issue. Bring it up. They don't disappear entirely. Being the slowest seamstress ever, they sit too long in the fires, I think. Weird. Yeah, I've never had that issue. I mean, I've had them sit a pretty long time and I haven't had that issue. Um, hmm. Yeah, I usually have more issue with them like slowly fading over time. Um, these Amazon ones are pretty good, I gotta say, because you can see how bright they are still, even though this has been sitting for, a week and some. So, not bad, not bad. Yeah, I'll link it down below. Like I say, I don't know, I haven't had that issue, but maybe on whites. I don't make a lot of white, so maybe that's the issue. Not sure. I know some people have said that in certain fibers too, maybe. I mean, for me too, I don't know. I do mark all over the place. Most of it's in the seam allowance, so I don't think it would bother me too much, but yeah, see the floopy bit stretched out a little bit. We'll have to do our best here. You Yeah, if you can hang it, she's they say I make a lot of white cotton and linen things, a lot of delicate under things. Yeah. So one of the things that I do that does really help, unlike today, is normally I use like a pant hanger. I find that really helpful if you have like one of those clippy pant hangers. I'll clip the pieces. You might be able to see one behind me, maybe, sorta. Um, I'll clip the pieces on a pant hanger, and that helps hold them straight while they're just sitting. It's not ideal if you've got things cut on the bias because obviously it's going to stretch, but if you can get to the point, like I would say if you can do your stay stitching before you put the pieces away too, that's really helpful. Um, but yeah, I do like hanging them up if I can, if it's something that is going to be sitting for a bit on those pant hangers, that is pretty helpful. And I'll hang them on the back of the door here. Just keeps it from turning into an entirely wrinkly ball, especially if I'm working on something linen like I have been lately. My linen obsession. Yeah, maybe if it's white, you might get a light stain. Maybe that's. Yeah, I've been on a linen kick. I feel like I'm moving back again because it's been nice to work on some cotton again. I don't know. Going through a phase of things, obviously, as I'm wearing the same fabric that I'm working on practically. But, I do have some nice cotton though I just got as well. I feel like it's hard to... Linen has nice drape, but it does wrinkle. You kind of have to embrace the wrinkle, I think, but to each his own. Okay. I think I have that as good as it's gonna get, maybe? Yeah, it really helps to hang it in the closet. Have, like, can I reach it? This has been hanging up for here forever. I gotta buckle down and do it one day. But I have a bunch of decorative pillows that I cut out, but they're just all hanging on like a pants hanger. So, like this. So, keeps it nice so that you can just hang it there. So you can do it that way. Yeah, beautiful fabric in the hot, humid Texas weather. Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly. So, it's really comfy. And even when it's cooler out, like you're not cold either. I don't know. I wore my linen skirts all through the winter here and it was lovely. All right. So, let's give this a go. Give it a go. Okay, let me pull this up here. Throw in one more pin. Just get this started. All right. Yeah, they do really help. Those types of hangers, I need to get some more myself actually. I think they're really great for like putting projects on and skirts, and I wear a lot of skirts, so do I have this straight? Yeah. Do I have it on the right stitch length? Yes. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Have you ever tried sewing with bamboo fabric? Sister-in-law loves it. Yes, I have a little bit. I've worked with some bamboo knits before. I've been having trouble finding a good source for it, so if you have a good source for it, I'm all ears. That's been one of the main issues. I was actually just talking to my friend today about that. I think the other thing too is like bamboo. Depending on what weight it is, you need kind of a specific project because it's really drapey. Like it's basically a rayon. So, but yeah, really lovely texture, really lovely and cool. Yeah, definitely need a specific project for that. Sorry guys, just going nice and slow here this evening. Odd construction, need to make sure I'm doing it right. Spin. Yeah, I haven't had a lot of luck sourcing some good knits. I think it's mostly just because I've been being cheap about it, so I think I need to probably buckle down, order some from some nicer places. See if I can get some nice knits happening. I do have some knit dresses that I want to do, and maybe some nicer knit shirts, because I don't know. I do wear, like, I basically wear t-shirts and skirts most days, or a dress. Um, so I do wear a lot of knit shirts. Not as much like knit full body things, but I'd like to make some nicer knit tops. I think I'm thinking about maybe doing some hacks with oh my gosh, what is it called? The cashmerette t-shirt. So I was thinking about doing the basic t-shirt just on the live stream. And then maybe doing some kind of funked out versions, like maybe with some different sleeves or things like that. Maybe a main video, but we shall see. But I need to get some good knits first. The crux of the problem being I need some good knits first. Alright. All that good. I sewed that on the right side, right? Please, Lord. Alright. So we've got that. Oh, rogue pin still. So you can kind of see the vision now. So you can kind of see where that corner is here. That little turn back, little collar. There's a bit of a hole there though. Moment. Might need to remedy that before we continue on here. Yeah, that needs to be remedied, I think, before we continue on. Don't want a hole in my collar. Yeah. Okay, let me fix that. This is the finicky corner for sure on this project. Brown chalets from bamboo. I bet that is nice though. I've had some. What's that? They make a bamboo tencel, which is really nice. So, sort of a similar family anyway. Thicker for bottoms, but I just didn't sew this up quite close enough here. This is the critical piece of this project. Hmm. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. Get it? Yeah, I think we got it. Sweet. Awesome. Yeah, I think I got it, guys. Yay! Yay! You can see that now. Nice and smooth. A little wrinkly, but you get the point. Nothing's puckering at that corner there. That's what we needed to happen. Talk like that too when I sew. Thank you, Lord. Yeah. Yeah, again, trying not to swear on stream, so that's where we're at. Being a bit stingy with the seam allowance. Yeah, I would avoid it on most things. Especially linen, because it is like, I would say the looser the weave is, the more seam allowance you want, because you want it to be further away. So Yeah, I like leaving a pretty hefty seam allowance on linen. I know a lot of the historical costumers don't, but for me, like I'd rather just have a bigger seam allowance than I have more room. And the nice thing about seam allowances, if you have a larger seam allowance, it's easier to make adjustments over time, right? Like because I have this surged and I have a large seam allowance, um, and I have this like this, this is not if I need to go up a size or down a size and I've got it just like this, like it's not that big of a deal. I can let it in, take it out, whatever, and I've got a little bit of room to move and it's not going to fray. So, I don't know. I mean, flat felt is annoying to undo though, I'll give you that, but I think seam allowances for linen, I would say linen and rayon need probably the most seam allowance just so that nothing goes awry. Um, but just personal opinion, like the looser woven it is, the more you want to worry about that. All right, so next step, again, we're jumping around a little bit. I'm completely ignoring the instructions. They're more like guidelines. So next thing that I am going to do is actually, I don't like that. Fascinating. Actually sew this collar together here. We're gonna have more precise pinning. So feel free, this would be an excellent Q&A time if you guys have any questions, burning questions. I'll do my best to answer them. We can kill time while I put this together. Make sure everything's lining up all right. You have rayon seam binding and a plethora of colors for rayon, yet I've still to cut into my rayon for fear of slippery fabric. Yeah, so it does suck. It is very slippery, but the nice thing about rayon is it is actually a natural fiber. So you can starch it. So I do actually have a video on starching rayon. It's probably one of my lowest performing videos, so watch it maybe. Um, but anyway, I know it's not an exciting topic, but it is really helpful. So you can either like liquid, you can throw a whole starch bath on your rayon, which I think is the best method, honestly, which is what I did in that video. Just because then you don't have to iron it very hard. Rayon, you don't want to iron rayon too hot or too hard. But you can also use spray starch. You just got to be careful with your iron that you don't scorch it. So, again, not to plug my own video, but honestly, that's the method I use now is just starching it because it practically feels like cotton then, and it makes it a breeze. And then you wash it, and it's back to being its drapey self. So, because I love wearing rayon, it's just annoying to sew with. If I can sew with something that feels like cotton, I will. But yeah, you're lucky to get a lot of rayon seam binding, though. It's a hard thing to get now. Um, I actually went with Gwen here about a month ago, maybe, to go to Austin Creative Reuse, which I got a bunch of rayon seam binding, like vintage rayon seam binding there. I was really happy about that. Tried gelatin because it doesn't need heat to flatten. Yeah, the gelatin is definitely a thing too. I know a lot of people use the gelatin for silk, just because the gelatin plays better with silk because silk is like a protein based fiber. So it does well with the gelatin. But yeah, definitely give it a go. Let me know how it goes. Because I have wanted to try that method, but also I haven't really wanted to buy silk, so there's that. I do have a couple of old scraps of silk kicking around that I want to make something out of, but I haven't. They're a bit precious, and I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with them yet, so you know. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, if you have silks, yeah. No, 100%. I've heard that method works really well. I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's a really good blog post on Cashmerette actually on how to do that with the silk and the gelatin bath. If I recall correctly, like Jenny Rushmore of Cashmerette wrote it. Um, so I would have a look at that actually. She's quite good at writing tutorials because she started out like writing blogs basically. That's how the Curvy Sewing Collective was formed, was a blog when blogging was a thing. So, um, yeah, if you're looking for resources at all, Curvy Sewing Collective is fantastic. That older blog, pretty much how to do every adjustment under the sun on there. Um, but yeah, I think the one on gelatin is specifically on Cashmerette's website. I think this matte nail polish is growing on me, guys. I think I like it. The more I look at it, as I'm pinning here. Kind of interesting. Sort of looks like I'm wearing plastic on my hands. Like weird plasticky texture. I did get a couple of dents in it, but uh, yeah, Scurvy Sewing Collective is great. If you haven't been on there, even if you're not like plus size, they have like full bust adjustment, small bust adjustment, all that sort of thing, and is blunt as heck. Um, but yeah, so that's how Cashmere got their start. If you weren't like into sewing then or weren't sewing garments, like that's kind of how the whole why we have plus size patterns now basically is the Curry Sewing Collective started out as a blog, and I think it was started by Jenny Rushmore of Cashmerette and a few other people, and then she decided to make her own pattern line. Um, and yeah, and then they ran the blog, and then the blog has kind of died a little bit, but it's a huge Facebook group, and um, yeah, it's just fun. So that doesn't perfectly match up. Yeah, yeah, there. That is it. Should have matched up my notches first, guys. To backtrack briefly. Um, yeah, what was I saying? Curvy Sewing Collective. Yeah, so that's a huge Facebook group. I think you can also there's a couple of hashtags on Instagram too. I think there's CSC Makes and I think just Curvy Sewing Collective. So I usually tag mine under CSC Makes. Um, so if you want to go see a bunch of ladies of size, should we say? I don't know. posting their makes, then that's, you know, good way. It's a good way to get some inspiration sometimes. So, or go on the Facebook group. I do like the Facebook group because it looks like a lot of, you see people struggling a little bit more than you do on polished Instagram. So sometimes it's nice just to be like, "Yep, I made that. That bit sucked too." It's a little reassuring. But yeah, totally off topic, but Uh, need to have some water. Hit the hour mark, guys. They were where you learned how to do a full bust adjustment. Yeah, yeah, me too. Super helpful. Yeah. Yeah. So I hit the hour mark. So I've been trying to be good about doing the YouTube thing. So if you are here online and you are watching me, and you are either not subscribed or haven't hit the bell, please do so. I would really appreciate it. It does help me out. And also like the stream because that helps people find the stream or find the stream after we're live. So I'd appreciate all those things. And I think that's mostly the YouTuber things. We're trying to get better about that. Promote the stream. Because I know I took a bit of a break and the stream took a bit of a hit, so that's what I get. Do the YouTube things, chat. Yep, appreciate that. Yep. Um, yeah, and do hit the bell, like if you like watching the live streams. I know the bell is slightly annoying, but I try and not be too annoying with it. But the bell lets you know when I go live. And Lauren, thanks, Lauren. Yeah, helps you know when I go live and helps you know when I put videos up, that sort of thing. But um, since I'm not posting like all the time, helpful. Just all right. So again, going rogue, going off Gertie's instructions here. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna whip all the way around. So I'm gonna go up to the collar point and then go all the way around to the other collar point and then back down the front of the shirt. I think this is gonna be the easier way to do it. We're gonna see. But I think this will be. So I'm gonna do it like this. Again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I'll hate myself later. But yeah, so we're gonna do this and then turn out the collar. So we're gonna see how it is. Um yeah. Kinda curious on I think all that gets tucked under. So we'll find out. Should be interesting, chat. This is a very interesting construction on this guy. Get my tails back here. I want to eat tails. No eating of the tails. Alright. In a good spot. Not really. Here, I'm gonna pull this back a bit. I always slowly push the whole machine this way. I'm just gonna Try and come to the corner here. My guess of 5/8. We'll see if I'm right. And I'm right. Look at that. I feel like I'm going a bit slow tonight, but you know, I gotta be kind of methodical about doing this, so it is what it is. And I haven't actually made this pattern before, but I wanted to make it because it'll go really cute with that pinafore that I made here on the live. And I know I asked this last week, but if you guys have any ideas of something you'd really want to see on the live stream, let me know. I think I'm not struggling with ideas to show here, but I'm having a real hard time trying to decide what I'm going to show on the main channel versus on here. Obviously on here I'm trying to pick patterns with fewer adjustments because I want to be able to show you the adjustments over on the other main channel, but because I know that's really helpful for people. But yeah, let me know if there's anything particular you'd like to see me work on that's more like on the construction side of things. I have a few fun projects coming up that I think I'll make like a version over here on the live stream, but yeah. It's a live stream, not a speed run. Yeah, I appreciate that, Ralph. Yeah. You know, I'm trying to be more chill. I felt like those last couple live streams before I took my break, I was a bit stressed out and I was running through and you know, I neither got a good result nor like I wasn't feeling good about it. Like I feel like I want to show you guys like a project in like a stream and that's just not feasible or reasonable. So, you know, at least this one broke up well, I feel like, where we had the prep last week and this one this week. So, if you wanted to rewatch the segments, it's a little bit easier. But mess. Twinkly mess. To iron this all out here in a minute. Such riveting things as ironing content. Go past the end there? Yeah. Okay. Cool. And over my last pin too. Okay. So what I'm going to do here before I turn these out is I'm just going to go ahead and clip my corner here. And then because this is just something I like to do for my sanity, I can't remember where I picked it up, but I've got some Fray Check. Is it going to focus? Fray Check. It's just like sort of like a glue type product. And so I'll just clip my corner and then I'll just run a little bead of this along the edge. And that just prevents my corner from fraying out when I go to flip it. Especially on something like this where it's a loosely woven linen. You just don't want to, again, because I'm cutting the seam allowance close. Just want to make sure that you're not having issues. You turn this out, you don't want to poke a hole through it. This just helps. I mean, you can still poke a hole through it, but it certainly helps to prevent it here. So, having a bit of allergies today too. Being outside is lovely, except it tries to kill me. All right, we got that done. So now what we are going to do is I'm going to give this a bit of a press as well, so we can do that while that's drying. Actually push where my magnetic pins are. This is making me really nervous. Alright. I'm just going to give this a bit of a press. This is going to be important to turn those corners out, make them nice and sharp. And make sure this is on linen. And make sure we got lots of steam going on. Enough to fry me, but... this whole bit that's turned up is nice and flat, so that's going to make sure my collar itself is nice and flat. Now, speaking of burning myself, guys, I think I'm allergic to Florida. Nice. What is the other channel you do, please? So I don't have a separate channel. So right now on YouTube we have main channel and live stream. So it's just in the other tab of my channel. If you look at you're like on my main channel page, you can click on like live or just like the main videos and shorts. And so they have it just sort of divided up that way so we can do a little bit of everything here on YouTube. I'm glad. I'm glad that was helpful. Yeah, I think that freight check, it's really good. It saved my sanity a number of times. I always kick myself when I don't do that. Because it does really help prevent it from having issues. Speaking of, are we dry yet? Almost. Almost. Really burnt myself good, guys. Yeah, no, it's all here on my one channel. Oh, no, not at all. Yeah, hi. Hi, Donna. Yeah, no, I appreciate you being new to the channel. No, I just have the one channel. I do a little bit of everything, so I do these lives on Sundays for the most part. And I have like main videos. So if you click on my little name icon, it'll show you all my videos that I put up. So, but yeah, I hope you enjoy them or you found them. But yeah. But yeah, it is a little confusing. Sure, they just changed it not that long ago. I think it was, I don't know, here it was a couple months ago. But I think it's a nice change, so it's a little bit more organized when you go look at YouTube. Because you can pick what you want to watch, whether that's shorts or... I haven't done that many shorts. I've done a couple. I'm not really a shorts person. Keep telling me I need to do shorts, but do I have anything handy to turn this out with a bit better? But yeah, I have my main videos. I just put one up on Friday actually. So yeah. Well, it's probably here everyone's got the spiel, but if you've missed my Friday video, it's the dress I've got on currently right now. So um yeah, you should go and watch it because I think it's a good video. Yeah, edited video tab versus live stream tab. Yeah, exactly. Which I think is good because it looked really yucky with having like live streams, and it was like confusing to know what was live streams and what was edited videos. So I think it's a good change. It just threw everybody for a loop because it's sort of a new feature. So it's not just you, Donna, I guess is what I'm saying. Took us a bit. I didn't notice till everyone was freaking out in my blogger group. So, but I think it's a good change. People have been asking it for a while for that. All right, get a nice little corner there. Do it to the other one. My glue dry. Yeah, my glue's dry. My fray check. But yeah, just the one channel. Someone's posting them on someone else. Let me know. I doubt it, but hey, you never know. All right, trying to get that point out here. Where we give it a good press. Now, she was saying which way am I supposed to? Let's see, when I've got the shirt on, it'll be like this. So I need to stay stitch on this side. I was debating stay stitching or top stitching. What do you guys think? Oh, hi, Serena. Nice to see you. Yes, thank you. Yes, this is the new headset. I think it's much better. I think everybody can hear me a lot better, and it's like I can pop around and it glows. It's not very vintage, but hey, I like it. All right, cool. Yeah, what do you think? Let's do. Can I do like polls on here? Oh, hi, Risato. My nice of you to join us. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, I really love that cheering hack. I clearly like this dress a lot, so thank you. Too cute. I love it. Thanks, Serena. Yeah, I really love these headphones. I've been wearing them like nonstop. Like I wear them for work too because they have the ears come off, so like I can be like professional ears. um top stitching, under stitching. What do you guys think? I think she tells you to understitch. You basically understitch up to the point and then hook a thing. Maybe I'll understitch. I don't know. I do like top stitching on linen a lot just because it helps hold it in place so you don't have to iron it as much, which not ironing is awesome. um, just trying to get in there and give it a really good press. Either way, pressing it all to the back here. And there we go if you guys can see what I'm doing. Understitch? Alright. Alright. We'll do it properly. Should be able to do polls. Yeah, you'd think I could. I think I might be able to somewhere, but maybe I'll play with that after the stream, see if we can do polls, get polls going. Be fun to do some silly polls. Right. Let me. Alright, we got couple seams to press here, and then we'll understitch. Can I ask what you're working on tonight, Serena, or are you just hanging out? I was sending her all my photos earlier of we went to an antique store and they had a lot of cute things today. Sending her all my pictures. There we go. Alright. Good. Want to make sure I haven't pressed anywhere funky. Give this a bit of a yoink here. Alright. So yeah, I just want to make sure that this is nice and smooth here. And that my seam allowance is pressed to where I'm understitching. So in this case, we're going to be pressing back towards the shirt so that this is your collar, how it would sit, right? And it flips back like that. So I'm going to do my understitching on the underside of the collar right along there. You just want to make sure you get it really flat before you understitch it, because the understitching will hold that fold. I don't even think you can see that in the linen. Maybe? Understitching will hold that fold in place. So the ironing is pretty critical when you're understitching. Ooh! Finish working on my exclusive Patreon video for May, because I only work in real time. Hey, we'll get there. I sort of have a backlog right now, but that's only because but I haven't actually edited anything yet. It's all just raw files, so I think that's almost more daunting, to be honest. I have just piles and piles and hours of me sewing. So we have content coming, guys. It's just I have to edit it. That's why the live streams are nice, because I don't have to edit. Alright, where's my notch here? Let me just mark this on the outside. I don't really want to understitch past that. No worries, nice to have you back. I would rather have what you have. Hey, it was only because I was panic sewing for that trip, man, that I have any extra stuff filmed. So, and now it's just a daunting amount of editing happening. So, alright. So, what I usually like to do is just line this up with my 1/8 mark and just roll. That's my usual method of understitching here. Confidence back to live stream again. Hey, you see me. Again, nothing can be worse than a couple of the live streams I've had, honestly. It's mostly out of me not wanting to edit, to be honest. And I like the questions. I like talking to people. It's good. Otherwise, I get no sewing done. I need the scheduled time as much as anyone. It's like, okay, you have to be done by Sunday. So I'm gonna creep right up to this corner as close as I can get here. Probably won't be able to get much farther. Nope, that's it. Starting to get bunchy. What did I miss? Not a lot. We got the... I've been kind of slow tonight just because I'm trying to make sure I'm doing it right. Where'd my clipper go? There's my clipper. So I've got the collar on here. We did the floopy bits together and we've got the collar on. And right now I'm currently understitching it. So we're starting to get a semblance of a shirt together. Coming together. Starting to look sort of like a shirt with a collar. You can see here we got a collar on. Little whoop whoop collar. Little funky weird back point there. So just gonna understitch, so we're to there. Just start. Okay. Now I'm just in it. I'm just lost in it. Lost in it. So basically you only go as far as you can until it buckles. Like, you're not gonna be able to get super close on every project. Yeah, you can see that point is like giving me grief. Like sort of getting stuck. You can only go as far back as you can. But, you know, you just do what you can. If you have enough of it, it'll hold its own, no problem. If I can... Well, my string is caught. Thread is caught, and my foot is loose. And should just hitting the fan. Okay. There we go. Alright, now we're good. Oh, nice! Hey, Katrina. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. All these new people tonight. It's kind of nice to see. So we are just under stitching. Now we're on a bit straight bit. Nice straight stretch here. And I'm gonna give it a little bit of like, do this every time, but you want to give it a good little, because you want to hold it as flat as possible while you're doing this. Because you want to get nice and close to your seam so it stays nice and flat. Is my iron melting something down there? No, we're good. Just was making noises. And we're coming up to the next here. See how close we can get. Curse you, Serena, making me do things properly. What? Okay, it's as close as we're getting. Alright. Anyone just joining us too, let me know what you're working on tonight. I'd love to hear. I always like to get a good idea of what people are working on themselves. Gives me ideas. Alright, All right, one more chunk. One more chunk. I'm curious too if you let me know. I know a lot of you guys started joining me from the walkaway dress a while ago. But if you're new, I'd love to hear what video you found me on, because that's cool too. Just feel like I've been, I'm a newer channel. I'm still trying things out. Still seeing, throwing this proverbial spaghetti at the wall. So you had so much understitching last night. Oh, so you're just sicking you're just torture transferring here? Is that what's going on? Where's my point? There's my point. Nice and flat. See how close we can get. I think that's it. That's as close as we're getting. Alright. Oh shit. And I swore. One for the swear jar. I need to set up a swear jar, guys. Should be okay. I think I'm far enough away. It'll be okay. Or not. Well, let me look at it. This is me because I'm not following her instructions, because it just seemed like she even screwed it up when she was doing the video. So I question, and I screwed this up last time I did this, so I was trying to do it in a different method. Let me find my... where my seam ripper is. My seam ripper. So I'm trying to leave it free of stay stitching back to where my mark is here. Let me just mark that on the outside. Lost my marking pen when I was talking about it a bit ago. Here it is. At least I'm entertaining, right? Oh, this one. This is the first one you found. Well, welcome, Donna. I'm surprised. I know YouTube's been recommending more live streams, but I'm glad. I'm glad you're joining us and decided to stick around, because, that's kind of cool. I think you're the first one, so hey. Alright. Exciting seam ripping content here. Just a few more. I can. Alright. There we go. It's just because I have to attach these together later. I need that opened up there. Okay. Now, understitching complete. Give that. Oh, I was totally supposed to. I missed that, guys. Hold on. Oh, hello, Biddy Boo. Nice to see you too. You're new as well. We got a bunch of newbies tonight in the chat. That's nice. Nice to see some new faces for sure. So, thank you guys so much for joining us. I feel like I'm not being the most riveting this evening, but I'm trying. making some stuff, hanging out, making some stuff. Let me know too if you guys are hanging out. I know we talk about this a lot, but I'd love to know where you're from, what you're working on. Please say hello. Um, you know, we just accountable as sewing buddies. So, or if you're working on other stuff, let me know. Crocheting or knitting or whatever. Need some water. Been talking so much. All right. So one of the things that I forgot to do, which I just missed, is there's a dot here. There's a mark in this corner. You can kind of see it. It's not allowing me to turn my corner of my collar in. So I have to stitch up to the dot and back away, so that I can clip into that so that I can actually be able to turn it like I'm supposed to. So let me just do that quickly. Otherwise, this is not going to go well. One more. Right onto the dot there. Flip and spin. I definitely should have done this before I put the shirt together, or the collar together, but I obviously missed this one. I did the other ones. Well, oh wow, you've been busy. Working on outfit for granddaughters. So far this month I've made 8 outfits. That's a lot. A heck of a lot of outfits. I am not that fast. I am very slow, as you can tell. I don't know particularly why I'm so slow. I think it's, but, we do our best here. So what I'm going to do is I am, again, going to use a little bit of my fray check here. And just hit it on this dot here on this corner. I'm going to do the other side while we wait. Do the same darn thing. So I messed up and didn't do it earlier. Whoop. And one more. Yep. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming to join me tonight. Like I say, I do hope you guys check out some of the other videos. If you haven't seen my main edited videos, I do a lot of stuff on plus size sewing, and we do have a ton of fun. I feel like we do have fun here, so we try. If you aren't subscribed, please subscribe, because I have to do the YouTuber thing. But also hit the notification bell, because then it'll notify you when I go live if you forget. So, because obviously, like this week, I was bad about posting that I was going live this Sunday. Serena was like, "Hey, are you going live?" And I was like, "Oh shoot, I didn't put up the thing to let everybody know that I was going live this week." I'm like, "Oh yeah." So, yeah, if you want to be notified, hit the bell. I'm not too annoying. I only post I don't know. I've been trying to get it more. I've been posting a main video about once a month, so not a lot. So, yeah. But yeah, thank you for joining us. I do appreciate it. Oh, crocheting a whimsical top hat. That sounds awesome. Sewing some medical clothes for hubby. Yeah. Oh, medieval clothes. That's totally different vibe. Medieval clothes for the hubby. You going to the Ren Fair? I missed the Ren Fair. We were out of town. It was kind of sad, honestly. I might have to hit the short one in the fall, but I missed the one in April. So, really sad about that. Yeah, because I wanted to wear all my garb, and I was sad. But, yeah, let me know if you're going to the Ren Fair. It's awesome. Medieval clothes are fun. Costuming clothes is fun. I'm excited about this whimsical crochet hat. That's one of the more interesting ones we've heard. think the most interesting, I think it was like what, my second stream, someone said they were making a hammock for their hamster, and I didn't get the full explanation on that one. She's only 10, so short sets from easy patterns wasn't that hard. Yeah, yeah, I probably once you get in a rhythm. I know when I was making masks for the dreaded vid, I cut out like a million of them, and then, when I had 10 minutes, I just sewed a couple. It was kind of nice, actually. I kind of like, not the sewing mask part, because I'm so sick of doing that, but having a bunch of things just stacked up so you could just, kind of, if I needed a 10-minute, just like, could just go and sew something. It was nice having things like cut out that didn't require a lot of brain power. Like this is requiring brain power right now. So you can see I've got my slit cut now down to my little dart, and I've got to that line of stitching that I just did, but not through it, so that it doesn't rip. So we're gonna do, I have to press this whole thing flat and clip all my tails that are all over the place apparently. And then turn this under, I believe. So we'll have to match this all up here. This is going to be slightly tricky, I think. Okay. Not too bad, just slightly tricky. I had my ironing guide here, is it in the living room? That's what I get. Should have checked before I went live. Oh well. I try. Every one of these I get a little bit better, right? That's the goal. Once I've said it before, I'll say it again. I love that philosophy of just trying to get 1% better every time I do something. I think it's a good philosophy. Takes the pressure off a bit, so I don't have to be. You guys just see me being imperfect all the time. But hey, 1% better every time, right? That's the goal. What am I making? I am making the Lizabeth Raglan top from Charm Patterns. And it's basically a raglan sleeve blouse that has a big turn back collar. It's very retro inspired. And I'm excited about it. It's out of a nice linen here. This is a nice yarn dyed linen that I really love. So I hope this top turns out. I haven't actually made this pattern before, so just probably a mistake, but one I've got on is also from the same pattern maker, and it fit me right out of the package, and it's a raglan, so I have high hopes. I hope it's cute because this linen is much nicer than I thought it was when I started this project. I was like, oh, I'll make it out of that. Then I'm like, oh, actually, this is really lovely and I really like it a lot, so hopefully it's fine. But yeah, that's what I'm working on tonight. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the chat. I know a bunch of people have gone and left and changed since last week. And I'm going to mention it again since there seems to be a bunch of new people here, and I'm sorry for the people that have been here the whole stream. But we're having Gwen Hang on next week. She is a maker with Mimi G's new line, so she has some new patterns out with No Me Patterns. It's like affiliated with McCall's, and so she's going to be on the stream talking to me next week. So we're not going to be sewing, but we're going to be hanging out and talking about sewing. And I'm really excited to have her on because she has another brand new pattern out and it's really adorable. So, yeah, so I'm really, really excited about having her on. I really hope you guys turn in, especially if you're new. I think it'll be really good. We're going to talk about her sewing journey and how she got into sewing. And she does a lot of cute 60s outfits. So yeah. You do sew hubby scrubs for work. No Ren Fair anytime soon. Play D&D and he wants different clothes from different time periods and authentic materials. That's a hard ask, and they don't realize how much they're asking for there. We also have started playing D&D, and my fiance wants a cloak. So that one's probably on the docket. I haven't done it yet. I'll probably do it closer to the fall when he can actually wear it. Um, but I'll be doing the same here shortly. But that's really cool. I hope you post some of your stuff. I have some sort of Ren Fair stuff coming up myself, so it'll be exciting when that comes out. Hacking the swirl dress into a top. Is that I know what you're talking about when you say swirl dress. Is that the Gertie one that you're talking about? Danny? Nice to see you again, by the way. I didn't know you were in the chat. Daughter and I are both larger sizes, interested in patterns for different sizes. Yeah, I did just post. I don't know if you saw, Donna. I know you're new. I did post the video before last. They had a whole bunch of new Big Four patterns out. So I did talk about those. And I am featuring, like, I only, like, other than the true vintage that I've graded, that I'll grade if it's true vintage, but I don't do any grading otherwise here on my channel. I sort of don't believe in it. We have enough at this point in plus size that I'd prefer to support plus size makers. So, yeah, so I pretty much only make things that come in my size on this channel. So you're pretty safe to, unless I'm specifically like, this is how I'm grading this thing to be a bigger size. So, yeah, I hope it's helpful for you guys. So, but yeah, that's my rule on the channel. I don't make anything anymore that doesn't come in my size. I kind of refuse to, because it's kind of, there's no excuses anymore. Everyone has larger sizes now. Get on board. So, but yeah, I feature a lot of cute plus size. And if there's anything particular that you guys would like to see, I know there's been a whole bunch of new sewing patterns come out in plus since everybody is getting on the bandwagon, which is lovely. But I think I've missed a bunch. So if there's any particular designer that you'd like to see me try, that's in my size range, let me know. Yeah, so excited, can't wait. Yeah, I'm really excited about having Gwen on. I think it'll be really good. Serena was on my live stream here a bit ago, and we had some technical difficulties. But yeah, it was still really fun. I so enjoyed having her on, so I think we're gonna try and have some guests on, every once in a while, just to kind of switch things up, and I'm excited about it. I'm gonna try and reach out to a bunch of people to come on the live stream. But yeah, Gwen is super sweet. I'm gonna make her talk herself up a lot. Because she's so humble, and she's a really good maker, and her new patterns are really cool. I think it's nice to see something sort of vintage inspired for Big Four. So oh, Gertie dress just got here. Yeah, cool. No worries, Danny. I appreciate you joining us again. I know you're one of the OGs. Love the Mimi G patterns. Yeah, they've been really great, and a number of them are coming out in the full plus size range up to 38. So I did actually pick up a few. So that's really exciting. I think it's like a 62-inch hip, 63-inch hip. I think is the 38. So yeah, taught your brother how to use a sewing machine so he make his own D&D medieval. Yeah, teach a man to fish approach. Yeah, no, exactly. I think that's how a lot of guys end up. I've helped a couple of guys just try to do the same thing, sewing stuff for Ren Fair. So yeah, it's a great place to start, like doing like some piratey shirts and stuff. Like that's a great place to start sewing. It's like a good project. Oh, thanks. I don't play online. We've been playing our first one in person, and my fiance has been leading the D&D game, so that's been really fun. He's been sort of tailoring it to us that don't know how to play before, and me being slightly inebriated while I play. So it's been fun. We've been playing with our close friends, and it's been a good time. I'm enjoying it. So I haven't gotten to play in a bit, but because they have a new puppy, so that's a whole thing. But but yeah, so it's been fun. But yeah, like I say, we missed Ren Fair, and I was sort of sad. So definitely have to. We're gonna have some Ren Fairy content here on the channel coming up. I might have filmed it already. That might be the stuff that I was talking to Serena about being in the can. That just needs to be edited. So that's exciting. Um, and the dress actually I've got on would make a great. I was planning on wearing this to Ren Fair, to be honest. Like I was, it's great. Um, Very peasanty. I think anything peasanty works for Ren Fair. Changed the gathering to the dart, then did a full bust adjustment. Armhole is so tight. Yeah. Yeah. You can definitely like lower the armhole if you need to, Danny. You can just like cut it out a little bit if everything else is hitting pretty good. Um yeah, because that's pretty much how you would do that. That's a good rule. Yeah. I I just sort of think at this point, like I'm not gonna grade unless it's true vintage and I really want to do it. So um you know, I just, I'd rather support people that are actually supporting me. So, there's that. Getting Yeah, no, that'll be great. I love the idea of that, the swirl dress into a top. That'll be really cute. Um yeah, I love wrap dresses as tops. I kind of want to make the cashmere Alcott or not Alcott, Appleton one again as a top. I think that would be cute. That's on my list. That's a front wrap, but I have to find a good knit for it. Said good knit for it. Although I did get a beautiful sweater knit, and that might be a nice sweater knit for the fall. I think it would look cute, even over the shirt. I think it'd look really cute. Uh, Love to see the finishing of your dress. This one that I've got on. I used to go to the Ren Fair every year. Yeah, I never got dressed up. Yeah, I haven't really dressed up myself. I'll usually go for like light peasant, meaning I'll just wear like a peasant blouse and a skirt because usually it's so hot in Texas. It's usually hot or it's raining. It's one or the other, and so it's not conducive to wearing like full on everything. But support you. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm pretty firm on it. I've had a lot of people ask me about different things, and yeah, I don't. I just don't do it. That's my rule. Because I just don't. I don't know. I want to encourage people to make patterns for my size. So, but yeah. So this dress, you can sort of see without me flashing the world, but I did do a hem facing on this dress, which I showed off in the video. This was the last video I put up on my last edited video. I'll put up to say it that way, so I don't confuse anybody. But the last video I put up on this channel was this guy with this hem tape. So I did that. I think it's a really nice finish. It works really well in this linen because it's like a cotton, it's like a cotton poly bot biased hem facing. But what's really nice about it is it holds the hem nice and smooth. So I don't usually have to iron this dress, which is lovely. I really like not ironing as I iron this collar into place and keep getting distracted by talking. So it wasn't live. No, it was just a full edited video. I actually do those once in a while. I know I haven't posted one for a bit, but had a new one out. Came out on Friday. Nicely edited. It's got music. I do an intro. It's everything. Looking for work clothes also. Like you mean like you like talking like office clothes, or you talking like work like overalls and stuff? Um, hotter than all with more humidity. Yeah, I could see that. As much as I'd like to go full velvet at the Ren Fair, I just, it's just not in the cards. It's like what velvet, like what linen shift in that? Not historically appropriate at all, but it's like what linen shift in that can I get away with to wear the Ren Fair, where I won't be hot AF, and preferably has big pockets so that I can not have like my whole purse with me. So I can swagger around with a turkey leg effectively. You know. Yeah. Yeah, no worries. I'm sorry I was being slightly sassy, but yes, I do post regular videos on like regular edited videos in addition to the lives. The lives is just sort of a bonus at this point. Just to have something different since YouTube's been trying to support live streams, which is obviously working because you guys all found me tonight, so that's super nice. It's nice to see some new faces in the live chat. I appreciate it. We are coming up on 9 o'clock. This is my usual end time. Didn't get very far today. We just got this collar on. So I think what we're gonna do is I still have quite a bit to go on this project, so we'll probably have one more week of it if you guys are not bored of it so far. We'll probably have one more week of this guy, but that will be after next week. Because obviously next week is the very exciting Gwen live stream. So we're gonna do that for sure. And so we're gonna have her on. And yeah, so that'll be next week. We have Gwen on, and then probably the week after we'll continue on with this bad boy until I get it done. Because we just didn't get as far as I would like, but I'm happy with how this collar is looking so far, so that's exciting. Um, uh, yeah, they need to do Ren fairs in the winter. That way the clothes can keep you warm. Yeah, because you're supposed to be doing like England Renaissance, but that's not how that works when it's Texas. So can't really do anything even remotely period appropriate. I will be ready. Looking like a sexy couch, and it's miserable but addictive. I love that. I too want to look like a sexy couch. Yeah. Oh, too, I was gonna say I do have the video for this dress actually linked in the description bar too. So if you want to go watch something after the live stream, that is just linked in the description bar. So just FYI. Trying to think of an easier way to do it, but I'm pretty sure I did link it. Let me just double check. Yes, I did link it. So you guys should be good to go on that. So if you want to go watch this after this, it'll probably recommend you something else. I don't know what's going to recommend you, but you want to hit that in the description bar down below. And we will continue on with this very finicky shirt. I am really happy though. This color looks really quite nice, actually. Looks pretty smooth, actually. I'm not mad at it. Pretty optimistic so far. So we've got this to go. I have to sew it up, which I'll probably do before we sew this down. Sew it up the middle. We've got some sleeves and side seams to sew up and some cuffs to do, so that should be at least semi-interesting. And of course hemming. So we've got a little bit left to do, but I'm really excited on our progress. I think it's really cute. And but yeah, so we're probably gonna call it. It is 9 o'clock. It's 9:01 actually. I wasn't really paying attention to the time, but I do appreciate everyone that's new for joining me. That's awesome. I'm so glad to see so many new faces. It's really reassuring, actually, to see that I'm actually finding some new people. So, like I say, please, I'll do the YouTuber thing one more time, but please do hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already subscribed. I would really appreciate it. And hit the bell. It notifies you every time I go live if you want to be a part of more of these live streams. And please hit the like button as well. Helps people find the stream. And like I say, I'll be back next Sunday live streaming. We'll have Gwen on talking about the new Know Me pattern. Super excited. And then the week after that, we'll continue on this Forsaken shirt. And we're going to go from there. So again, thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'm going to sign off. We're going to sign off. And thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.